think I belong here. I don't think I fit in.
Oh, nonsense. Of course you do.
Oh, no, I mean it. I mean it. It's just somebody must have goofed if I gotta stay here another day.
Peace. It's Professor Griff, public enemy, the ex-minister.
Which means it's too strong.
All right, it's Professor Griff. How y'all doing this evening? It's Professor Griff. Of course, y'all already know this is Serious Minds Are in TV. I'm gonna call this a special edition because I don't normally take on these kind of subjects right when they happen. It's very critical thing. So let's get some business out of the way. Hold on for a second. What I'm gonna need everybody to do is contact 3 other people and let them know that we're on, and we're gonna be talking about Miss Lisa Marie Presley. Not about her, circumstances under which she went back to the essence. Let's just put it that way. All right. Once again, this is Professor Griff, and like I said, let's kind of contact 3 other people. I'm not sure if anyone is really getting these notifications anymore. There's a lot of people saying to me that they're not receiving the notifications to know when I'm on. All right, but anyway, before I used to come on at a certain time. Now it's just kind of sporadic. I feel better with doing it that way because it's genuine. All right, I'm living this thing called life, L-I-F-E, living in fear of extinction. All right, hold on one second. Let me do this here. Let me turn this lamp up real quick. It's a little bit better. All right. Once again, we're going to catch back up on the book that we're reading, the Nayin Sasim, Calendar of Revolutionary Daily Thoughts. And I think I'm putting all of them up on TikTok, but every time I come on here, I at least read one. All right, what's today's date? The 12th? Can you confirm that? What's FL Studios at? Can you confirm that today's the 12th, right? All right, so here we go. So we're going to go back to the 11th, and we're going to catch back up. Remember, I'm reading from the Nayin Sasim, Calendar of Revolutionary Daily Thoughts, Imali Muke Bamani Barudi. All right, something to put on your mind every single day. All right, and today, on January 11th, to be always answering the questions and mounting defenses about things you thought were obvious keeps you from doing your work. Toni Morrison. If you don't know who Toni Morrison is, please look the sister up. Toni Morrison. And I speak within the context of community. I affirm. I speak within the context of community. If you're not moving in the context of becoming a part of something that's a lot larger than you, then I can honestly ask you right now, what are you doing with your life? All right? Mao Zedong says no investigation, no right to speak. All right? What are you a part of that's a lot larger than you? You remember the movie The Temptations? All right? Remember the scene where they was riding on the bus traveling through the South and David Ruffin was lamenting, sitting over by himself, and one of the brothers came and asked him. They was like, David, man, what's wrong, bro? He's like, nothing, man. I ain't never been a part of something that's a lot larger than me. That's a beautiful thing, man, to be a part of something that's a lot larger than you. The salvation and the solutions, but the solutions that Black people are ultimately going to interact with probably going to come from someone like you. All right. But if we don't listen to what our ancestors are saying, when they say that basically we have to be able, all right, to affirm and speak within the context of community. A lot of us speak as individuals. All right. I'm recently watching a small little clip on TikTok. And they asked, I think it was Instagram, they asked ODB, what does he plan to do for the community? He said nothing. But at least the man was honest. All right? At least the man was honest. I think Otis Williams was the one that asked David Ruffin. Anyway, the 12th, January 12th, although it would take much more than our knowing, we are beautiful to save us. There are redeeming qualities in that knowledge, especially when so many of us think otherwise. So many of us have this idea of self-hatred ingrained in us that anytime we get a chance to lash out at someone that look like us, we do it. Candace Owens. Hurt people tend to hurt people. All right? Hurt people tend to hurt people. All right? T.H. Sheetwood. That quote was from, and I affirm, I think within the redeeming qualities of African definitions, and I'm returning the world to its original names. What if we return the world to its original state? How would other people fare? How would other people fare? Everyone would fare because we treated everyone with justice. Beyond the race construct, we treated everyone with justice. All right? Okay. Ponder over those things for a minute. With reading something, a daily thought, a revolutionary daily thought every day, you cannot help but to think deeper. All right? Get this book right now. Go on Amazon right now. I'll wait. Click over, go to Amazon. Put in the Nyan Sasem, Nyansasem, a calendar of revolutionary daily thoughts. In Walimu, K. Bomani Baruti. Listen, family. And Walimu only means teacher. All right, it's a title. It's not someone's name. Christ is not someone's name. It's title. All right? We have to be able to deconstruct the language inside of the context of racism, white supremacy, in order to understand exactly where we are, where we've been, where we're going. Dan, thank you very much for your constant support, Dan. Really appreciate that, man. Thanks for the donation, good bro. All right? Dan just sent me a couple of boxes of Captain Crunch coupons, and I really appreciate that. Dan made a donation. Really appreciate that, Dan. Anyway, let's jump into the subject matter. I'm going to share my screen. Hold on for a second. Now, for the people on IG, you might want to just go to and just Google Lisa Marie Presley, all right, and follow along. Lisa Marie Presley, 54, hospitalized after going into cardiac arrest, and I think the family announced her passing. Update: hours after Lisa Marie Presley was rushed to the hospital, her mother, Priscilla Presley, confirmed the songwriter's death. All right, it is with heavy hearts that I must share the devastating news that my beautiful daughter, Lisa Marie, has left us. Presley said in a statement on Thursday evening, she was the most passionate, strong, and loving woman I've ever known. We asked for privacy as we tried to deal with this profound loss. Thank you for the love and prayers at this time. There will be no further comment. They're just basically asking for privacy. All right. So let's go back now. Who was Lisa Marie Presley's mom? Right? Priscilla Presley, right? Who was Priscilla Presley? Elvis Presley's wife. When did he meet and marry Priscilla Presley? All right. That's just something to think about as we move forward. Now, like I've been saying for the last 9 damn shows, she passed away from cardiac arrest. How many is that now? Come on now. Death toll is rising. Am I right or wrong? How many is that now? And we haven't even talked about Odell Beckham's situation on the plane. Being unresponsive when the stewardess tried to wake him up. And then end up, they were saying, taking off down his pants and all this other kind of stuff going on. What is going on? We came out of the pandemic, all right, and here we are. As predicted, people are dying suddenly. How many people? Somebody give me a number. I'm just curious. What number are we up to? Shout out to Quan. Quan is probably negotiating some $1 million deal somewhere. Shout out to Quan. But anyway, how many is this so far, family? The death toll is rising. We keep seeing this cardiac arrest over and over and over and over again. So can we honestly say, here's another one that took the Kool-Aid. So Yoli 120 says, my doctor told me he is so thankful I did not drink the Kool-Aid. All right. Or the extra sugar that they added, the booster sugar. Now, all of these people that ran their mouth talking about us, all right, as we run the risk of getting our channels and platforms shut down, being talked about like a dog. I remember some of y'all. Don't try to hide now. We told y'all this was coming. All right? The young lady, what is her name? Malkovich. I bought her daggone book. Hold on. I'm gonna find her book in a second because I bought the book, started reading it, and the whole bit they came after her. All right, took her license away and just kind of wanted to put her in jail. And all these people that lost wages and lost jobs and all this other kind of stuff. Kyrie Irving taking a bold stand years ago because he wouldn't take it. He wouldn't drink the Kool-Aid. And y'all talked about him losing millions of dollars, running the risk. Some of y'all ran out to hold on to your funky ass jobs and y'all took it. And here, listen, this is what we faced with right now. Now, some of y'all, I don't blame y'all. You're the main breadwinner in your family, and you got to take care of Twan, man, Tay-Tay, and Day-Day and them. I understand. I truly understand. But why'd you have to run your goddamn mouth? And we said, no, you shouldn't do that. Here's a natural path that you can take. And you talked about us like we were saying something wrong. Now the chickens are coming home to roost. And you got to now look in our faces and be like, oh, I'm sorry. No. John Trey, you're absolutely correct. That's the real beef with Kyrie Irving because now, I think the Attorney General, I believe it was, in New York have stated that all of those employers that have laid and fired those individuals that wouldn't take the Kool-Aid now have to pay them back wages. Imagine the Nets having to pay back Kyrie Irving back wages. Somebody give me that number. What that smell like? I'm going to let y'all marinate on that for a minute. Come on, fam. Talk to me. What does that look like? What does back wages for Kyrie Irving look like? It's a lot of money. Yeah. Okay, so we got to understand this particular dynamic and how this particular thing works. So they owe you, John Trey. You said they owe him about 40 mil. All right, that kind of makes sense to me. All right, it truly makes sense. So now that we're reading about a 54-year-old who I'm sure has a lifestyle unlike ours, all right, because her dad is Elvis, and there's a foundation, all right, and there's a legacy there, and there's oogle globs of money. You understand what I'm saying? You kind of figure, hell, an Elvis doll costs about $250, and they made about $9 million of them. Now, just to walk through the Elvis Museum, all right, you're going to pay a grip. All right? So, let's understand this dynamic. All right? I got to turn down the volume on this this forklift I got over here. It's making too much noise. Let me turn it down for a second because I think people can hear it on my live. You understand? So, you said she had a personal chef and what else? Did she have a personal doctor? That's what I'm concerned about. All right? I want to know whether or not she had a personal doctor. So we need to kind of look into the dynamics and how these kind of things play out, because they sure are not letting the public know the real cause of these people dying suddenly. Now, I'm going to say it again, and they did send me a warning to my email about mentioning this, but I'm going to mention it anyway. It is what it is, fam. I'm tired of this pseudo underlying I'm going to shut your channel down threats from these people. It is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Check out the documentary film Died Suddenly. I'm going to say this for the 19th time. All of a sudden, normal people at 54 years old, otherwise healthy people, all right, at that age, are just dying suddenly. There is a picture of Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and about 5 or 6 other people. And there was a gentleman, Caucasian, breaking the picture down. Because as y'all know, a lot of times I view things with the sound down. And I studied the picture. Then I started the clip over, and then I turned the sound up just to hear what he had to say. And it was exactly what I was thinking. All of these people in cahoots with one another. They have, listen, family, can I just get a little bit deep? Is that cool with everyone? Can y'all give me the thumbs up? Just a little. Okay, so let me say this. Let me just ask a question. Let me just phrase it, say what I need to say in the form of questions, and y'all can answer the question. And then once y'all answer the question, then maybe we could come up with some collective answers, all right, with one mindset. Starlet Thompson, thank you for the donation. Says really appreciate you. Thank you. So let me ask the question. Why do y'all think Nancy Pelosi went to the war zone in Ukraine? That's one question. Who accompanied her on that trip? Question number 2. Question number 0. Did y'all see the logo of Ukraine? We talk about symbology now. Okay. So now we study the logo. Ask the question, why did Nancy Pelosi go to a damn war zone? It's a war. You flying into the goddamn war and the airports are closed. How you open up the damn airport? While you at war? Okay. She flew over there with a group of people. All right. That's to let you know there's a reason why she went. That is to let you know that these individuals that are actually this 1% that's actually running things plan on supporting Zelensky in his effort to maintain that strategic piece of real estate over there. Because when you look at Zbigniew Brzezinski in his book, The Grand Chessboard, The Grand Chess Game, all right, you can see how they're moving these pieces around the chessboard. They have to neutralize Russia. And I need y'all to look deeper into that. Trust me, it's not what y'all think it is. Billions of dollars are being poured into Ukraine, not only by the United States, but other countries. And they're working behind the scenes to get Ukraine part of NATO. All right? They're negotiating the terms right now in a NATO agreement to get Zelensky and Ukraine into NATO. Once they get into NATO, guess what? If Russia continues to move on to Ukraine, then now it becomes the NATO nations will come together and move on Russia. Once they move on Russia, it's going to activate and upset the other parts of the chessboard. What are the other parts of the chessboard? Iran, China, North Korea. All right. Syria is already neutralized. Libya is already neutralized. Study global political science, family. Zbigniew Brzezinski laid it out, and I've talked about this years ago. I don't want to dive off into a political science conversation. That's a little bit too deep. Let's just roll it back. Let's press the pause button, roll it back, and dive back into this. All right, but it's just something for you to think about. All right? So the pieces of the chessboard are being put in place. And here I go, diving back into it. It's a passion of mine, but don't worry about it. We'll talk about it some other time. Lisa Marie Presley. You see how this works, family? You see how censoring Professor Griff on Serious Minds is censoring your voice? How we got to talk about minuscule bullshit like this one. I'm not saying her death is bullshit, but I'm just saying it's limiting us to talk about some shit that fucking TMZ should be talking about. We have bigger and better things to kind of deal with, because I'm asking all those questions to ask the ultimate question: where's black people in this? Where's Africa in this? All right? Because once you start talking about natural minerals to even finance a damn war, those minerals are found where? In Africa. To keep electric cars going and cell phones and computers, you got to get the natural minerals from Africa. Now, guess what? They got to neutralize African countries. And if they haven't already bought off these weak-kneed, bootlicking ass African leaders, all right, then they plan to. Studied John Perkins, the economic hitman. All right? So let's understand this particular dynamic, man. All right? It's a very real dynamic. All right? So if you're putting up comments like China owns Africa, you got to prove that. Send me some facts. Africa is huge. It's a continent, and it's not a country. Keep that in mind. All right? Okay. All right. Now, Lisa Marie Presley, the only child of the singer and actor Elvis Presley, suffered a medical emergency. Here we go with these terms again. Code word, red flag, medical emergency at her home. All right. And they said they can confirm it is currently hospitalized after suspected cardiac arrest, which broke the news on Thursday. Allegedly, songwriter is in critical condition. No official statement, but now they gave us a official statement. She has passed. So, we're seeing this over and over and over again. Those of us that have actually have taken our time since a month ago, a month ago to watch the film died suddenly, then we understand what this is about. We can understand the bigger picture. All right? Those of us that haven't seen it, I think you need to kind of take your time to go watch the film. All right? There was a couple of other platforms that I think it had to move to. I think it's back on Rumble. All right? Go FUYS. What part of West Africa? I'm having like 3 conversations here. What part of West Africa? Give me some countries. West Africa is huge. All right, so you have to give me some, some countries. All right. So R Hill, you said you saw it on Rumble. Okay. Master Lee, you said this is a nice hoodie. I need to call you. Oh, for real? I don't know. I found this on somewhere online. Let me see. You got me on this modeling this motherfucker. It's like, and Professor Griff is wearing a knockoff hoodie from All right. Anyway, let me see. All right. So, what do you guys think, man? Is it just me reaching? Or am I diving too much? I'm too much into this, or is it just yeah? So yeah, I am prepping myself for the second part. The after the first quarter, the second quarter, I believe it's in March, April. To start putting stuff up on Rumble. These platforms, right? It's just it's ridiculous. Half of y'all are not getting the notifications. They're redirecting my URLs. Yeah, I already got 2 strikes on TikTok. But because I'm not doing some silly ass daughter dad dances and shit, yeah, because I'm not liking Asian people trying to dance like black people, and I'm not liking some chick's only fan page, whatever the fuck that silly shit is about. We need to talk about that in one of these shows. These chicks having these fans only pages, going out doing rendezvous and coming up fucking missing. Did you hear those stories? I heard them. Taking flights to different cities, meeting up with unknown fucking strangers. You don't know what kind of goddamn disease they got. You understand what I'm saying? And these young women are coming up missing. Then here we are talking about these women are being kidnapped and their body parts and organs are missing. Half of these motherfuckers are running into the arms of these fucking sex traffickers. You better curb your goddamn behavior. For real. We need to have that conversation, though. All right? Anyway. So this Odell Beckham, all right, shifting and changing the subject now. Well, should we talk about that some other time? I think we should talk about that some other time. I think simply because the energy, all right, surrounding the brother and what he's going through and what he allegedly did on the plane, I think we need to kind of look into it a little bit deeper. All right. I think that's just what that is. All right. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to do that. Let me stick to what the subject actually is. All right. Thank you very much, man. He said there's no restrictions on Rumble. I mean, I'm not gonna go buck wild. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going crazy. So in these last few days, we're gonna remember our good brother. And you should have an ancestor altar in your home. And if it's a revolutionary ancestor for revolutionaries, you should definitely have Dr. Khalid Muhammad on your ancestor altar. All right. Don't get on here quoting Malcolm. Don't get on here quoting all these high brand revolutionaries, Che Guevara and all these other people. All right, when your actions and your thought pattern is the direct opposite. A lot of times I hear these people mentioning these individuals' names. It's almost like we're putting on a bumper sticker on your car. All right? You in the car, you don't see the bumper sticker. Other people see it. You don't live that. They don't really know you. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway. All right. Yeah, I think we need to have that conversation about reparations. I don't think any city Any group of people should be taking reparations right now. Collectively, we need to stay united. All right. As we've been petitioning for a long time for reparations, I don't think any individual should, or any individual group should do that right now. All right. Because they're going to turn around and say, well, we paid you guys. So, yeah, so we got to understand that particular dynamic. All right. And how that kind of works. All right. Hold on for a second. Ain't that befitting? David M. Thornton says January is National Human Trafficking Prevention Month. And yesterday, January 11th, was a National Human Trafficking Awareness Day. With that said, at the end of this show, I'd like to say, little Maxine, who was Epstein's, is it Epstein's? That's the one who killed herself, supposedly, right? With the private island. All right. Where is Maxine? Where is her, Miss Maxine? Where is her, the list? Where is the flight manifest? The flights manifests, plural. Where is the list of all of these people that visited the island? Someone says Beyonce and Jay-Z's name is on there. I'm not throwing that out there, but I'm just saying Epstein, right? Yeah, him and Maxwell. And by the way, someone said they spotted him. All right. I think they flew a drone over his island and spotted him. All right. If y'all think this man is dead, y'all killing me. Y'all know how many people's names? You know how many people are paying people off right now to make sure the pictures of them and Epstein don't show up? You understand? I'm talking about rulers of governments and countries, and all kind of people was there involved in this madness, this human trafficking. So they bust a couple of little people in Atlanta or Memphis or Miami or Chicago or LA, and you think because that's to take the attention of the big ones that are doing it. These are small time players. All right, you seen the movie Get Out? All right, let me not dive into it. All right, I love you all to life, fam. It's Professor Griff. I'm gonna try to get on tomorrow. All right, and we need to dive into some of these subjects a little bit deeper. Please, please, please join our Serious Minds Mighty Network membership. It's only $11.11 a month. All right, we need the Mighty Network membership community. We need to build it. The Serious Minds EDU membership. www.serious-minds-edu.mn.co. Or just go to seriousmindedu.com. Join the membership so we can dive into this. Because once they shut me down on here, which I see it coming, I see the handwriting on the wall. We're going to have to move over to Rumble or some other place, and I want to be able to stay in touch with everyone. All right, lock my phone number in, 678-557-2919. If you don't hear from me, text me, call me. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't hear from me, look up in the sky. I'm going to send out like a bat signal, a Griff signal, and y'all will know. A Serious Mind signal, it'll be my logo. All right? Remember Batman used to do that shit? Him and Robin running around the fucking pantyhose and shit? Yeah, I'm going to have to throw one of them up. All right? All right, it's Professor Griff. I got to get out of here. I love you all to life. Serious minds attract. Serious minds. Seriously. All right, the number 678-557-2919. Who don't have my number? 678-557-2919. Once again, 678-557-2919. That's my number. All right, hit me up. Let me know what's happening, and let's do what it do, as they say. All right. Remember, revolution is not an event. It's a process. Let's continue the process. All right. And make it happen. I got to get ready to go. Get out of here. All right. I'll see y'all, fam. Peace. Warning.
Self-destruct sequence has initiated.
We just received some very disturbing news from Washington. that the Supreme Court of the United States of America has stripped away the right and responsibility to protect its citizens.
The Senate passing the first significant gun legislation in the U.S. in nearly 3 decades.
Allowing ordinary citizens to carry concealed weapons into stores and malls, on mass transit, in daycare centers and hospitals, in polling places, or in bars and restaurants does not make us safer.
The Constitution protects an individual's right to carry a handgun for self-defense outside the home.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check out Plant-Based BK on DoorDash. Create your own playlist from our winter soundtrack. Turn up the bass.
Greetings, peace and love, and welcome to Smile Pharmacy Apothecary. We've been here since 2019, and although times have changed and healthcare has evolved, our traditions of compassion and professionalism thrives on. You are always at the heart of what we do. Smile Pharmacy, we heal. Visit us today online or in store at smilepharmacy.com.